The Bible reading today is taken from John chapter 5, verses 1 to 13. Jesus heals a lame man. Afterwards, Jesus returned to Jerusalem for one of the Jewish holy days. Inside the city near the sheep gate was the pool of Bethesda, with 5 covered porches. Crowds of sick people, blind, lame, or paralyzed, lay on the porches. One of the men lying there had been sick for 38 years. When Jesus saw him and knew he had been ill for a long time, he asked him, "Would you like to get well?" "I can't, sir," the sick man said, "for I have no one to put me into the pool when the water bubbles up. Someone else always gets there ahead of me." Jesus told him, "Stand up, pick up your mat and walk." Instantly the man was healed. He rolled up his sleeping mat and began walking. But this miracle happened on the Sabbath, so the Jewish leaders objected. They said to the man who was cured, "You can't work on the Sabbath. The law doesn't allow you to carry that sleeping mat." But he replied, "The man who healed me told me, 'Pick up your mat and walk.'" "Who said such a thing as that?" they demanded. The man didn't know, for Jesus had disappeared into the crowd. Amen.
The thing to know about me is that I had no conception of who he was. I contracted polio when I was about 6, and there was nothing that could be done. So when I was 12, my father took me to the pool. Other boys got a bar mitzvah. I got taken to a shrine. Well, not really a shrine. There was this thing about the water moving, and first in afterwards got cured. Listen, I've lain there for 38 years and there were no cures. Just a lot of fantasizing. I suppose you might say I got comfortable there. I mean, I might have been a cripple, but I could smile and talk and said hello to everybody by name, and it paid dividends. People put money in my hat. It wasn't the best existence, but there was worse. Then out comes this total stranger. Now, when I say total, I mean total. I never knew him. He never knew me. He didn't ask who I was or tell me his name. He just said, "Do you want to get better?" I felt like saying, "Do you think I've been lying here on this stretcher for 40 years just to get a suntan?" But I didn't. I didn't like his question. It threatened me. To get better would mean becoming responsible. To get better would mean walking and working and putting pennies in other people's hats. You know, I nearly said, "Leave me alone." There was something in his directness, something in the way he cut across 40 years of apathy. So I said, "Yes." And ever since then, I've been standing on my own feet in more ways than one. But I didn't know him. And when the intelligentsia began to ask questions about who had cured me, I couldn't give them a name. All I could say was, "The man who asks disturbing questions."
Lord, teach us to face up to the disturbing questions you present us with. Help us to meet such challenges with courage and grace, and guide us so that we can walk in your ways. Amen.